Hi, I'm Glenn Field, Warning Coordination Meteorologist for the National Weather Service in Norton, Massachusetts. I want to talk today about the 3 rules of thumb for New England hurricanes. And I say New England hurricanes because our storms are a lot different than those that actually hit down south in Florida and the Caribbean. You read about those in the textbooks where the wind and the rain blow from one direction, then the eye comes out, and the wind and rain blow from the other direction. It's perfectly symmetrical. But our storms accelerate up the coast and they lose that symmetry. They actually take on kind of a winter stormish appearance where there's a dichotomy where the strong winds and storm surge are east of the center and flooding rains on the west of the center. So here are the 3 rules for New England hurricanes. The first rule is forget about when they say that eye is going to make landfall. What? That's all anybody's going to be talking about. When is that eye coming ashore? But now you know that the important effects of the storm are shunted way out ahead of the storm, in our case, sometimes 12 or 14 hours in advance of the storm. So if you're waiting for that eye to come ashore, you'll be way behind the 8 ball. The second rule of thumb, though, is you do need to know where you are with respect to the track of the eye. Because as I said, north and west of the track, flooding rains. South and east of the track, that's where you're going to get the strongest wind gusts and the storm surge as a result. And the third rule of thumb is kind of a neat one. If you want to figure out what the highest wind gust is going to be at your house, if you're east of the track of the storm, there's an additive effect because the storm is moving in the same direction as the southerly winds to the east of the track. So you can take the maximum sustained winds plus the forward motion of the storm. If you're west of the track, to figure out the highest wind gusts, take the maximum sustained winds and subtract out that forward motion. So for example, in 1991, Hurricane Bob moved up across the Cape Cod Canal. East of the track, maximum sustained winds 95 miles an hour with gusts moving northeast, at 30 miles an hour, created gusts of 95 plus 30, 125 miles an hour on Cape Cod and the islands. And west of the track, over in Foster and Gloucester, Rhode Island, we had 95 miles an hour maximum sustained winds, but you subtract the 30, and we had 60, 70 mile an hour wind gusts. So those are the 3 rules of thumb for New England hurricanes, and hopefully we don't have to use them.